What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another video we got on the truck right behind me here. This one's going to be a little bit different from what we've done in the past, and something that I've really never done because I've never kind of really been that person to do it. But anyway, we'll jump right into it here. So I know I'm going to have to remove my old racing sticker up there, which kind of retired that part of my life. Sort of, I guess. But anyway, so what we're going to be doing today, we picked up these graphics that's going to cover the entire rear window and including the sliding window. So I'm assuming we're going to have to cut some stuff and do it that way. But it's from Xplore Offroad, and they sent us this stuff. Looked pretty legit on their website, and sent a squeegee, and I believe they even sent a knife in there to cut as well, somewhere in here, right there. So they pretty much send you everything you need to do this install and make it super easy, and a bunch of stuff here. There's video guides and everything else, stuff like that. But I'm going to show you guys how to install it, and it's going to run the entire length of the rear window. So we'll see how I feel about it, see how it is driving, drivability, visibility, stuff like that. So they basically recommend that you do this with 2 people. I'm going to show you how to do it with 1. Now, it may be more of a pain, but I don't know. We'll find out. So we got the sticker here removed, and I'm going to spray a little bit of the label and sticker remover right on that adhesive. Let that soak in, and that stuff will come right off. And obviously you want to clean the entire window, and obviously you don't want to have any of this label and sticker remover on there anymore. So I got some soapy water and just your regular rubbing alcohol. So we're going to clean the whole window and then make sure that everything is clean, because we don't want this lifting. We don't want to have any issues down the road, stuff like that. So we'll see how well this turns out. And you guys ever shave and it gets real kind of short and it's just like crazy? So your first step in your cleaning process is going to be soapy water. This is just how I do it, because you want to make sure that it sticks good. You want to make sure it adheres. Soapy water first, then you want to jump to your isopropyl alcohol. And the only thing I don't like with paper towels is, I mean, it looks relatively clean. However, you get all this stuff right here, and that's from the paper towels. So, I don't know. You can probably get away with squeegeeing it maybe, and then it may disappear with that stuff. But you don't really want all that junk back behind your adhesive and stuff like that. So I don't know what that is, but looks like the gasket got pulled in a little. So at this point, I'm gonna wipe down the whole window with the alcohol, and then we're gonna slam this thing on here and see what it looks like. And I mean slam, like slam the whole windshield, back window, whatever. Help me! It's time to install the graphic. And I don't know, kind of digging it just sitting here in the bed the way it looks. I don't know, we'll see. I think it's gonna look pretty badass on that window there. And especially, it's either like a black or a gray, but it's really gonna make it look good with the gray of the truck, I think, and that's really gonna make it pop even better. So we'll see what happens. So there's 2 parts to this graphic or decal, I believe, and somewhere here, there's 3 parts, sorry, 3. And one is the front protective layer, the second one, so this is your protective layer. Then you have your actual decal, and then you have a backer. So pretty simple. You're basically going to peel your backer off, throw the whole decal on there, squeegee it all out, and then you're going to pull off the front protective paper. Otherwise, And the reason for that is basically when you pull the backer off, you're gonna stick this whole thing on the window and it's gonna stay all in this perfect space. Everything's gonna be perfect. And then when you pull the front protective layer off, everything will be separate. So when you go to remove it later down the road, if you decide to, you're gonna have to pull each stripe off, everything. Now the stars up here that'll be all one thing. And actually some of those stripes will be one thing too. So the bottom 3 stripes are pretty much just gonna be by themselves. So they say you can spray the window wet or dry, do it dry. I prefer to do it wet because, especially doing it by yourself, you will thank me later. If you do it wet, when you come over to the window here by yourself, you're gonna be able to position it and move it however you need to. So if it's a little high over here and a little low, or however, you're gonna be able to shift that back and forth. And then when you go to squeegee it, you'll squeegee all that water, soapy water, whatever, you'll squeegee it right out. So I'm gonna get the whole window wet here, and there's still some paper towel junk on here. Could take a microfiber towel to it probably before we do anything. And then we'll get rid of those little fibers of the paper towel. And we're gonna get it on there. Also guys, we got something else in the garage here that I can't show you yet, but I will show you probably in the next video. And then we have some cool stuff that I'm gonna be doing with that as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we got some more stuff, more parts coming on the truck. So we got a lot of things coming at you guys. Stay tuned. All right, first things first, wherever I laid it, we're gonna spray the whole window down. And this is gonna help, like I said, just get it positioned to how you want it. And again, they say 2 people. We're gonna do it with 1. So we're gonna start peeling the backer off here. This reminds me of tinning windows, no doubt. So then what we're gonna do is position that. We're gonna just put it right there for now, kind of see what happens with it. And then just peel the rest of it off. And you don't want to do that, which we didn't catch anything. So we'll throw this back up here. Looks like we need some more water. And we want to catch all the stars. And unfortunately, our window's curved enough that we're not going to be able to catch them all. And all the stripes. So I'm going to line that bottom stripe up basically on the bottom there. So honestly, we're actually going to have to move it down a little bit on this side. Pull it back up here. And kind of pull it tight as you go. Double check it again. So there's little lines here on the bed that I would recommend that you go by. And for instance, we're running a little bit high the whole way. So my recommendation would be, if you need to, pull it back off completely, or you can spray it a little bit more, which I'm just gonna spray it a little bit more, tweak the whole thing down. We'll grab this side, peel it back, give it a little bit of a spray. And you're gonna have to pull it up a little far enough that you can actually move it lower. like so. Grab this side, do the same thing on here, and this side you're actually gonna put it pretty much back where it was. And again, you want to catch as many of the stars as you really possibly can. And you can hear we're starting to dry a little bit on this side. Again, if you've ever tinted windows, this just makes it a lot easier doing soapy water, in my opinion. So we're a little off there again. Now there, it actually allowed us to move the whole thing. And when you get little wrinkles in it like that, just pull it up. And you're gonna try and pull it kind of tight, like that. Now, I would say that's pretty close. The only problem we're gonna run into is with the stripes going through the center window here, just because that's set back in. So what it's actually gonna do is try and pull it. And another way that you can get that is if you lift it up and just kind of press it into that window. Again, keeping your line and everything where it needs to be. So we pretty much have it where we want it for the most part. I wish I could have got a little bit more of the stars on, which I really couldn't have, because right here is the edge of the window and that stripe is only on there by like, I don't even know if it's an inch. So we really couldn't have done that any more than we already did. But I mean, we got a nice section of stars on there. Rest will be stripes, and the white area that you see isn't actually a stripe. You're gonna be able to see through that area. So the black stripes are all what's gonna come off. So we got the center pretty much good to go there. I think it shifted a little and we'll have a little bit of a gap there. Nothing too major. I think we're gonna squeegee it a little bit more, fine tune it. There's not too many bubbles, but there's like some little ones that we'll have to push out, and trim around the window, get it fine-tuned basically to where it's going to be, and get our precise cuts and everything on there. And then at that point, I'm going to peel the not the backer but the protective film over this, and we're going to see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks pretty good. I'm hoping it looks badass with the color of the truck and everything, but we won't know until I peel it off. So we'll know if that all the work that I just did went down the drain or not. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully it comes out looking all right. And the two middle pieces here, I believe, are actually going to get cut out completely, because this isn't any window part here. It's just like paint, I don't know. So we're gonna see what happens, and hopefully everything stays. Attached to the window. Well, I can see that I cut part of the star off, so that's going to be interesting. And we're going to have to trim all this stuff another time, just because I cut it a little bit big. And there it lifted. So it's gonna be a little bit of a fine tune. But if you keep pressure on it as you peel it, it's probably gonna be okay. And just be very cautious and slow as you go along with it. And that's the benefit of doing it dry. It won't really move as much on you. However, you can't move it then later, and it makes it more of a pain in the butt. And again, you will be able to go back and squeegee it. Well, we got it on here, and I got one bubble to squeegee out, which there it went, if you heard it pop. It kind of threw me off here a little bit, just for the simple fact that looking at it, see that huge gap, and it's like, well, holy shit, that's crooked. But this goes at an angle, so no need to be alarmed. But stepping back, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical. Very skeptical on how I was going to like that. And it's not a gloss black. It looked like a gloss black from the back, but obviously that was the adhesive, so that did look gloss black. However, this is like a flat or satin, more of like a flat black, I guess. And honestly, it matches the truck really well as far as color goes and everything. So it's not like too flashy, it's not like crazy, but it looks really nice. I mean, that turned out amazing. A lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be. So, huge shout out to Xplore Offroad, because I think I'm gonna like that. That looks pretty sick. And what I wanna know is what it's gonna look like inside when you're driving, or what it looks like behind you. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of looks badass. Right behind the seat there, or the headrest, you have the flag, or the stars, I mean. And it's pretty uniform. It might be off just ever so slightly, but hardly at all that the naked eye is even gonna really pick it up. But you can just maybe see this side's a little higher, but hardly at all. Nobody's gonna pay attention to that when you're driving past them. They ain't gonna have time to even look at that, and they're not even gonna see it, first off, because you have to study it so close. So again, huge shout out to Xplore Offroad. Thank you so much for giving me one of these, sending it over. And check them out, guys. This vinyl, actually, I wasn't sure how it was gonna be, and when I started peeling the protective film off the front, it actually feels like a really nice vinyl, and everything worked out smooth. It squeegeed really nice, everything. They send you the tools you need. I went over that before. So definitely check these guys out, Xplore Offroad. I'll put a link for them in the description, as I will put a link for the decal in the description as well. And they send it big enough that you can pretty much use it for whatever truck application you want to use for the rear window. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I helped you out by putting on your decals or whatever you're putting on. So with that being said, we have more truck parts coming in the mail, hopefully going to be here tomorrow. And that's going to be another video that I can't wait to do. And it's been a long time coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. I'll catch you in the next one, guys.